This is my 2024 video on what is the best 2x2. So here are my main recommendations that I'll be going over in the video. But first, some background on 2x2. So the 2x2 was originally invented by Larry Nicholls in 1970, which was actually before the 3x3 was invented. His original version was held together by magnets with no internal mechanism. A bit like my 8 1x1s here that make a 2x2 that sort of turns. I mean, it would turn a bit better if there were magnets between them. But yeah, obviously that doesn't really work. Modern 2x2 mechanisms have a different mechanism. They do have magnets, most of them, but they have one fixed piece. So this is a dismantled GAN 251M Pro. You can see this piece is fixed in place, right? And then the other pieces will rotate around that fixed piece. That means you must not twist the fixed corner on any 2x2. Some 2x2s can resist such stuff better than others, but do not twist the fixed corner piece. So I'll reassemble this cube and then get into what are the best 2x2s. Okay, so in my opinion, I would say the best 2x2 is the GAN 251M Pro. It just has a nice, fast and smooth turning, near perfect corner cutting, which isn't seen on many 2x2s, unfortunately. And yeah, the magnets aren't too strong. This is, of course, the Pro version, which is £25 and has corner edge and corner core magnets, and you can change the magnet strength here. There is a stronger version called the GAN 251M Leap for £30 that has very, very strong corner to core magnets. This might be better for some people, but I think most people would prefer the Pro. There's also a Leap UV, and even for the under £20 budget version, well, actually, the GAN 251 Air is probably my recommendation if you want to save £5 or £6 and just get a slightly cheaper version of this, because otherwise, my under £20 recommendation is going to be the MGC Elite, but honestly, I would just go with the GAN 251 Air instead. But the MGC Elite is quite an interesting 2x2 that some people really quite like. It's 51mm as well, and instead of having corner to core magnets, it has kind of center to edge magnets, which is a bit unusual. I think the Valk II had something similar as well, but yeah. So some people will like this, but I think most people should just spend a bit extra and get the GAN 251M Pro. However, if you're on a tighter budget, there are some other good options. So the Qi M Pro 2x2 ball core, which comes with the red logo, is probably the best option for under £10. At only £9, it has a ball core, just like the GAN 251M Pro, and it just turns pretty well. Although I've noticed that some top cubers have some slight issues with it that I'm not quite sure I understand fully, but I've heard from some top cubers that they don't really like it and prefer the RS2M Evolution, which is also £9, but a bit older and doesn't have a ball core. There is also the Qi M Pro regular version, which is only £7. It doesn't have a ball core. Ultimately, the Qi M Pro is kind of an update to the Qi MS series, which is still very popular, and I suspect if I could get hold of them, they would sell quite well, but Qi aren't producing them anymore, so I probably won't be getting any more of them, unfortunately. But I guess Qi's attitude is just to try and replace their old stuff as quickly as possible, so you can't get the old stuff and have to get the new stuff. And I guess for £5 and under, yeah, the Maong 2x2 is £4. It turns fine. I mean, there's also the Qi DS2, which might be better for that sort of budget, but seriously, just spend an extra £3 and get a cube with magnets. As for highly commended, so I've already kind of gone over the RS2M Evolution. This is £9 and pretty popular, performs pretty well. But yeah, I personally think the GM Pro ball core is slightly better. Other highly commended option is for £16, the Dian V1. This is a very quiet and slightly hollow feeling 2x2, but I know that some speedcubers really quite like it, and I mean, it might please your parents if you're solving a slightly quieter cube all the time, because the Tengyun series is just in general the quietest of like reasonable speed cubes that are normal size. The other highly commended one, of course, is the Valk II, but that is definitely out of production. Although I do have a spare one of these, and I'm willing to sell it for £100. But yes, the Valk II I never really got on with that much because it's just a bit slower, but I know it's very stable, and I know a lot of top tubers still like it, although they can't really get hold of it anymore. But yeah, it's out of production, but it was a very, very good 2x2 at the time. It was definitely the first 2x2 to just have full corner cutting. It can genuinely cut anywhere. You just cannot find a place where it doesn't cut, which is just almost unique. I think the GAN 251M Pro can pretty much do that, but the Valk II just has the best corner cutting of any 2x2. It is quite impressive, but sadly it's not mass produced anymore. So yep, that is my recommendations for the best 2x2. Best overall, GAN 251M Pro. Best under 20, well, GAN 251 Air really, but otherwise MGC Elite. And best under 10 is the GM Pro Ball Core, and best under 5 is the Maong 2x2 probably. So yep, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, share and subscribe. You can buy these at speedcubing.org in time for Christmas. And yeah, make sure to not try and twist the fixed corner on 2x2s. I don't want any more trouble with that.